Okay, got it.
Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back
Waalaikumsalam
to our
warahmatullahi
podcast
wabarakatuh.
called Weekly Podcast with Andra, Rendia, and Adil Aul. All right, so me, Andra, and yeah, there are Adil and Rendia also. And today's podcast will talk about cybersecurity, especially for schemes, social engineering, and viruses problems. So I think Haskuchi or it is
Yeah, it's me.
AK Renia Yusek could talk deeper about cybersecurity since Rendia has degree in computer science. Is it right?
Yeah,
Yeah, from
yes, yeah.
the famous
Okay,
University of Indonesia, of course. So
okay,
yeah, just yeah, allow Rendia talk about the cybersecurity. All right, Rendia, that's your pathway. Okay, Rendia.
okay. Thank you first of all for the acknowledgement. It's been a few days since my official title, but sure. We're going to talk about cybersecurity. I seen like a lot of requests. Not well. Under requested too, but yeah, a lot of requests about how we do like how do we know that is this a scam, or how do we know like if our computer is safe or not, and whatnot. So this is what we're going to talk about. How to protect yourself from any kind of cyber threat, basically. So, but first of all, maybe we want to know what is cybersecurity really means. I think cybersecurity is about protecting your device, your network, and your data from cyber attacks. This this is includes not only by seeing like watching your how you use your device, but also how do you protect how do you protect yourself from giving any kind of personal information to the world, such as having strong online password, or maybe don't give any kind of personal information on the internet, and so on, especially in untrusted source. Yeah, so there are cybersecurity. It covers all of that. Now, from cybersecurity, the reason why we have cybersecurity is because we have cyber attacks, right? But we want to know what kind of types of cyber attacks really. And from what I gathered, there are two types of cyber attacks. First of all, and this is the most underrated one, it's called social engineering. Social engineering means like cyber attack, but does not involve of technical or software exploits. For example, like you have like computer virus and stuff. No, there's nothing like that. But exploit human psychology psychology and their weakness. For example, you sending a message that appears from legitimate source, from banks, from any company or official company, like something like that, that you perhaps needs there that's pretend to be a legitimate source and ask you about personal information. For example, your reckoning account or something like that. Then just drain that all their money account, basically, something like that. And secondly, the second type of social engineering is baiting. You tempt the victim of something value. For example, like free movie downloads, or a free Robux, or free money, maybe some other types of maybe free games, or like free software things like AutoCAD or something like that. There are many types of baiting types, and yeah.
So it happens because of the human stupidity.
Yeah, not stupidity itself, but the human psychology, like,
Greedy.
yeah,
No,
not
greedy.
greedy.
Oh, no.
I mean,
Or, oh, yeah, okay.
there are some examples. They are not by greed, but by human fear, I guess. But also by human fear. But the example will
Oh,
provide you with that
emotion. That's
emotion.
what they play
Yes,
with. Oh,
that is
I
correct.
see.
the emotion
So
itself.
don't be stupid. Don't be emotional. when it
No,
comes to-
I mean, yeah, but there are sometimes it is. But moving on, the second one is program infecting. I don't know the correct term. Perhaps the correct term will be malicious software, but there are many types of malicious software there. So I call this program infecting. Like, because it wasn't just software, it could be just a small type of program. For example, worms. Worm is a virus that is self-replicating program, which basically like replicate. This is the type of viruses that spread through your USB device, like from your flash disk, for example, like changing from flash disk to one to another computer. This is the type that you was watch and worried about. And then, of course, there are spyware, gathers information on victim's computer, and then also ransomware, with encrypts victim's computer and demand payment. And lastly, there are adware, software that displays unwanted advertisement to the victim device.
Oh, adware is this program infecting, huh?
Yeah,
Well, my my relative actually got an adware, you
Really?
know, problems in his phone, and it turns out it is actually, you know, a
Yeah,
malware.
yeah,
Wow,
malware, of course. Do
just
you
know
want
that.
that ads? No, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that's
it's like,
malicious.
you know, every 5 minutes playing TikToks, there is an ad in there. Well, it is
Well,
actually very interesting here. Okay,
well,
okay.
it depends if TikToks does have like advertisement as their uh business framework, then
Okay,
sure. But
actually, it is external software, you know. I
yeah,
mean, not only
yeah.
TikTok,
Mhm.
you know what I mean.
Yeah. But if it is external software, like as you said, that maybe it's a
Yeah,
malicious
that's
software.
definitely malware, actually.
Now, this type of cyber attack does not like the scammers or the person who made who do cyber attack does not, like, it could be included like a mix up, like you can first do social engineering first and then program infecting. In fact, most of them usually do social engineering first and then infecting the victims program. uh, that's how usually they what they do. Yeah, so they use social engineering to make the victim give information or to install malware program. Okay, let's see some example. All right, to make this back to the our to make things fall back into the ground. This is the phishing example of phishing. So, like Adil said before, Adil said that it's not about human stupidity. This is the message that they send, pretending to be a bank, that says that if there are announcement, the pretending to be have announcement about uh, that says if there are changes in policies, that a new policies will be the one who sends, like, every transaction will be they are cut in transaction. For example, if you send 150 rupiah, 1,000 rupiah, they will be cut 10% every transaction. So of course people don't want that, right? Of course, and this they have confirmation, like you can confirm it, or this and not confirm, agree or not agree with this link, basically. But this link goes to the some kind of weird form, like you need to provide your personal details in there, and that's the part where the cyber attack came from. Like, you got their victims personal information from here. Now,
There must be password field inside the link.
yeah, not only password, well, yeah, not only password, like how you live, where's your address, and something like that. That's also part of the personal details that they got if you fall into this type of scams, basically. Yeah, so this is the social engineering to get victims' personal information. And as I said before, this is not because of human stupidity. It is because of human fear, human emotional, that does not want to follow these rules basically.
I
Now,
see.
the second one
That's
is
right.
to install spyware. This is also a social engineering by phishing, like by sending a message. They send you this message, and then they send you this file, which is maybe for some people they don't know what kind of file is this. They might think this is just a photo, right? But actually, from if you are very if you are a little bit more
Interested.
focus on interested, you see this apk is not exactly a image file. It's a program file once that you install an application to your phone, and that is very good. You need to be suspicious of those because application could sense you, and it could sense your personal information to the scam the attacker basically. And this is phishing by to install for spyware,
Oh,
and
spyware, huh?
they are baiting to install malware.
Oh, this one is really,
Yeah,
really kind of
Common.
often.
come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this is
especially when we want to download like
mm,
a
Yeah,
pirated game.
I often see that download buttons are anywhere across the website. So,
Yeah.
it's absolutely confusing for us.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard for us, especially the untrained eyes, like some elder people. But you see, as you can see, the real one is this one, but there's so much download button there. I mean, I guess some file website provider does not filter out their advertisement space basically.
Oh, that's why.
So
That's that's quite confusing,
yeah,
right?
yeah. That's why you must careful if you go to the some kind of unofficial website. Yeah, and then their motives. Okay, what does attacker wants by doing this cyber attack? Well, they are first of all they steals data, but why? Maybe they want to steal money, either using victim personal information or by ransom itself. I mean that's kind of yeah, but that's kind of basic, right? But they also maybe they want to spread propaganda message. For example, have you ever got like hack, like social media hack, like your Instagram or your Twitter or your
Oh,
Facebook? Yeah,
yeah.
they hack to your account and
Accounts.
steals your data, or maybe spread propaganda message to like a buzzer, for example, like that, like buzzering to the specific, to
Yeah.
pandering
You
message
know
and
what?
stuff like that.
I
Mm.
have opened some website before, and whenever I click a link, it gave me some kind of propaganda message, and it is about the war between the two countries,
Hmm.
actually the two blocks. You know
Hmm.
what I mean, right?
Okay.
So I don't want to I don't
Over
want
detail.
to, yeah, tell you about the country that they are propaganda, uh, you know but that's true. It is
Hmm.
sometimes it is about creating a propaganda message.
What platform did you see the propaganda message?
What?
What platform did you see the
Well,
propaganda appeared?
I kind of forget about the platform. It is
Is it
like,
WhatsApp or
no,
other
it is
social media?
websites. I forgot about the name.
Hmm. I think that's interesting. But yeah, I guess there are many types of propaganda. My account was hacked before, my
What,
Discord
really?
account. Yeah.
Did
Uh
you did you post the phishing link in the recently, or
yeah,
when?
when it's about 6 months ago, I
Oh,
guess.
6 months ago.
Yeah. So my Discord account was got hacked because there is this Discord server that I want to join, and then I don't know, like when we join it, they need your like to do some QR code, need to scan your QR code and something like that. I thought it was just some kind of verification request, but it turns out that QR code means the server uh the server can log in into your Discord account basically.
Oh man.
And
So
that's
what point did you actually realize that you got hacked by the Discord attackers?
by actually my when I was yeah, so basically in my one of my friend like yoga one of my friends, his
Oh,
name was
yoga.
Yoga told me about it, and Ren, check your Discord, why are you sending me the message like this? That's when I realized, like I check it, and holy cow, like every single contact that I have this message, then I that is very very bad, I guess. Not so good message. So not only that, in old school server, old college server, there are some hateful message in there. That's why I kind of scared, and then delete all those message. And after that, I got two-factor authentication on my device basically.
Oh, I see.
Right,
Mhm.
so you already actually changed your old password to new one, right?
Yeah, I changed my password, and then I changed the like before I don't have two-step authentication. Now I have.
Oh, I see.
It,
Well,
it's
I can't
so
find it. Then
beautiful.
have you deleted all of the phishing
Yeah,
message?
I delete all of it. It's not
Oh my God, I
yeah,
cannot find it anymore. I
yeah,
should have. I,
it's so bad.
I
And
should. I should
no
be able
no
to find it since I have two Discord servers that are in the same member as you.
bro,
But I
it's
don't.
so I look, if you saw that message, it was so bad that one of the one of the college and one of the lecturer private message me about it.
Oh really? Oh
Yeah.
my.
Oh
That's
Is
god.
it kind of embarrassing message or uh
Well, part of it
propaganda?
is embarrassing, but
All right.
uh it also sends it Discord, that's Discord server basically.
Oh, I see.
All right.
It is
Yeah,
like, multiplying over and over
multiplying.
again.
Yeah, because
But
yeah.
yeah, unfortunately, you still didn't lose your money,
No,
Yeah,
it
that's
wasn't.
$1 cent.
uh,
I think
fortunate of you.
I think it wasn't. I think their motive, it wasn't
Still your
to
money.
steal my money. It's just like spreading propaganda message, to be honest. Yeah, but I guess it is interesting. I mean, someone like me could. I don't. I know that I might know it, but I didn't think that I was going to be hacked like that. But there's and then there's the incidents happens. So yeah, it wasn't just only for unaware people, but experienced people can get be hacked too. Basically, got cyber attack too.
I
And
see.
then
Well, it reminds me when
hmm?
Bjorka,
Yeah, the
Bjorka,
Bjorka is
Bjorka.
comes on the internet news saying that it hacks all of the government's data, and
yeah.
Info departments is fearful because of that, and they just yelled Bjorka and did nothing about it. It's so embarrassing department.
Yeah, I mean, it is like it's still going, by the way. Yesterday, like Bjorka sends forum about stealing data from Kemenko, the taxes department. Yeah,
Wait,
that's not
it's still going? I
yeah, it's
mean,
still going right now.
when was the last time
I mean,
Indonesian government got hacked?
last week, I guess.
Oh my God. I don't watch many
News.
news about hacking,
All
but
right.
it turns out Bjorka actually hacked our
Yeah,
government again.
I think it because our government use a very old framework, I guess. They still use PHP, by the way.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
governments interestingly arrested Bjorkas
Clone.
Bjorkas persons, and it was said that Bjorkas actually is tukang SN.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I think that
it
I think
was
that that's wasn't.
ridiculous to see it.
Mm-mm. I think it's kind of weird, to be honest. But back to the cyber attacks, right? We have warning signs. What is uh the warning sign that you have been attacked by cyber attacks? I mean, sorry. What is the warning sign when people tries to cyber attack you, basically? The first one is, this is kind of abstract, but using non-official way to interact with you. It could be phone message, weird website, or weird file. Any kind of those three. For example, phone message, you get like some kind of a weird phone message. For example, like you like the for the example before, you got a package and sends you the photos, but in reality that wasn't the photo, is it was a application maybe. And I got a message about a person sending a package, but it's got something to do with international taxes like bea cukai, and they say they want some kind of, you need to transfer some money. That's one way to scam me, but it doesn't work because we don't that dumb. But also there are weird website, like non-official website, and weird files too. Weird website does make sense sometimes, because that in small scale selling, like small scale selling stuff like from Instagram or Tokopedia, that there is a scam when they ask you to pay, when they try to interact with uh WhatsApp message rather than an official like Tokopedia or Shopee or something like that. Like they will ask you to transfer the money first, and they will send you the goods. That I know that's some kind of warning sign that you are going to be scammed by that.
I see.
Mm. And weird files too. Weird files, I'm gonna explain weird files in the next page, but that there are weird files that you should avoid. Also, when something is too good or too bad to be true, I think there are a warning sign that it is going to be a scam or a virus or something like that.
Okay, okay.
This is a social engineering, by the way. Yeah,
I kind of curious.
yeah.
Is hoax a cyber attack or not?
It's a propaganda message rather.
Also, it doesn't try to steal our data, or like the definition that we are discussed before, right? Like we
Yeah,
explained
no,
before.
no,
It's a
no.
hoax news isn't a cyber attack.
Yeah, it's not a cyber. Well, yeah, no. In this definition, cyber attacks, it is not, because cyber attacks means that you are protecting yourself from getting your personal from getting your data, from them to steal your data or steals your money, basically.
Oh, I see. I get it. Okay,
Uh,
go on.
okay. The last thing, the warning signs that I want to talk in social engineering is, you need to install something or provide personal details to do it. For example, if you uh buy something and you need to like install some app first, some weird app first, yeah, that's very very much a warning signs not to do it.
Suspicious.
Yeah, suspicious, to be suspicious around it. And that's for social engineering. There are this is a weird file extension. For example, in image, there are only this kind of file extension. You see, you should check it. If this is not of the one of this about, check it on Google, of course. Like APK is not this, right? So you need to check it on Google first. There are also program files, ink, bat, exe. If you don't know what it is for, like you have some program and you don't know what it is for, you should check it, if it's to see if it's a malware or just some necessary application in your computer. And APK2, of course, this is part of the files that you need to check. And of course, okay, first of all, there are also warning signs for malware program. For example, your device is lagging. There are weird unwanted apps popping up, and your file encrypted. This is a warning signs if some sort of malware exists in your device.
Oh, encrypted.
Yeah, I know, I know. Yeah, it's make some, but prevention. How to avoid this? Well, first of all, you need common sense, of course, but secondly, in any case, if something asks you to do something like to install either to install program or provide information or any kind like any kind of message to that wants you to do something, to do some action, you should check it first by confirming. It's called confirming. Yeah, do Google first, like to fact check it,
Or
like if
so
it's
we should double check it before we do what's instructed in the message.
yes, that's correct, like do confirm it, like if it's official or not. And for example, you buy something from a website, make sure the website is a good source, a good like legitimate source, like for example, is it Tokopedia or Shopee or something like that. You can always check it and Google, like, does this website is a good legitimate place to buy or something like that. Yeah, you can do that, always can do that. And secondly, after confirming, you also need to do I don't know avoidance. Like if you don't know about things, you should research it first before you do something about it. So there's that. So for example, if you suddenly have this weird file extension like dot you doodly do, you should check it on Google. It might encrypt your data because uh if left untreated, by the way. So recovery, I think the most best way to recover is if you have personal data gets stolen, you cannot save that, because if it's already stolen, it cannot be retrieved back. Or perhaps the right word is it will be theirs, whatever you like it or not. Basically, if you are already get your personal data stolen, the only way to do it is to change your password, to increase your security by using two-factor authentication maybe, and yeah, and getting stronger password. And then there's that, but your personal data will not change at all if you, unless you want to change your address, your name, or something like that. Or if, but also if you, so basically if your personal data is compromised, like already been stolen, one thing that you could do is to change things that are not they are could be changed, like for example, like your reckoning account or your password or anything that could be changed. The rest of it, the rest of it, yeah, probably you cannot change it. Like your name, you cannot change your name, but your address, if you move, then sure, but uh most of them you cannot do that. And secondly, after sorry, not secondly, like that is for still after they got still after they steal your data. But what if you have some kind of malware in your computer? Of course, the recovery to do it is to delete the malware itself. You need to check in your antivirus program, or you need to check one by one of your program application itself if you want to do it manually. But of course, you should always do that, like routinely, like every month or every year or something like that. But if you know that if you know that your device is compromised, like there are some kind of spyware, you should find the spyware itself, and you should find the malware itself and delete it, by the way, uninstall it. And for the encryption, ransomware is kind of hard actually, because it might or might not have been, I don't think it could be decrypted anymore if you files are encrypted, because like recently encryption software is
I mean,
very good.
the decryptions would be conducted after we pay some money to
No,
the
no.
attacker, as he
Mhm.
asks us to spends
Hmm?
dozens of money in order to retrieve the data back to
No, okay,
ours.
right. Actually, to be honest with you, from what I gathered research around this type of ransomware, uh, most of the encrypted data will not be decrypted back, even if you pay with money. So basically, the attackers don't care about because you have the money, right? Imagine you are the attacker and you already encrypt your the victim's file. If you got the money, would you like uh put an effort to decrypt their file? No, right? Uh, Basically they just just
Ignore it.
gaslighting you, ignore it, yes, gaslighting to pay money for give some sense of decrypting file. So basically if you already encrypted, basically it was gone, it just gone, unless you have specific like most advanced person to you to do your decryption basically, or you catch the attackers.
So,
uh
do you think that there is a master, except from the real attacker, that could decrypt the files that's already encrypted? But
mhm.
he needs to be way expert of computer science, right? Or isn't it possible to do so?
So
I'm
okay, Randy.
I would not say they have to be a master, but it would be let me tell you what I mean by very hard. It's going to be hard, but let me tell
So,
you what I
don't
mean.
you
Yeah,
think that
yeah.
the key will not be generated?
So it's not impossible, but it is very almost impossible. Even if they are master or something like that. The key to break the key to break the key to decrypt their files.
Like there are will be billions of possibilities
Yeah,
combination to
uh,
find that
the
decrypt.
correct key.
Yeah, that the key
Yeah,
to
so
decrypt.
Yeah, why don't we just utilize artificial intelligence, as
Oh,
we
not
are
that
so familiar
easy,
with that?
Andra.
they are okay.
If
They
we
are
can decrypt an you know a file that has been encrypted, it would be the end of computer networks, because
yeah.
every we try to make it harder to decrypt, Andra, instead of making it easier to decrypt, because if it is easy to decrypt, it would be dangerous too, right, Ran?
Yeah, I mean, for example, usually ransomware, the encryption program is just one of the official encryption program, basically. Just wrap it around, like contained in some kind of malicious software. So if we break those encryption, we basically have a powerful software to break every single encryption uh there basically. For example, you can decrypt the bank's account and if you want to, if you have that kind of capabilities,
So
Andrea.
it's like a logic for explaining how to decrypt the files that are already encrypted by the attacker, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
uh as sometimes
So
right
do you
now.
think that the encrypted files work like we have passwords in our social media, right?
hmm, what do you mean by social media?
Well, I mean, does the encrypted files, I mean, do the encrypted files, work as the, our account that
hmm?
is secured by our password? So, there are so many possibilities to breaks the password, right?
Yeah, I guess so. One way. Yeah, yeah, that's true. The current technology of encryption is very, very complicated. More specifically, it doesn't matter how must like how capable you are. Right now, it's not going to be able to decrypt something. The current encryption program, basically. What I mean by effort to decrypt is probably is going to be more like takes time, perhaps 1 million years, 2 million years, something like that.
All right. So the passwords of our social media or other passwords work
Yeah.
as the files that are scattered, right? I
Hmm?
mean, so could you explain how the password works? I mean,
In the system.
Yeah, how
why is it
password is
hard to
stored
break it?
in a database. That's what you mean?
Yes, how password could be stored in database, and
Oh, okay.
why is it so secure to break it? I mean, could not
Right.
the company try to break it as they have capability to do kind of advanced computer strategies.
Okay. Okay, that's a good question.
Good question, actually.
That actually the whole like types of problems, like I mean the whole types of topics around it. I don't know if we have got time to explain all of it. Adil, do you want to do it in the next podcast?
About
Uh,
hashing,
yeah,
about
about hashing,
salt, about
salting.
Right.
pepper.
Yeah. Like Andra, that problem, like I'm gonna get a teaser around it. Like if I don't know if Adil wants to
Yeah,
explain about it.
actually, Ren, my works right now is about authentication,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
right now I'm making password hash provider for an
Uh-huh.
open source software called
Nice.
Keycloak for the company I'm working with, and I think it will be relatable to Andre's question.
Do you want to explain it in the
Yeah,
next podcast?
I'm, I'm,
You got
yeah,
time
yeah,
or
yeah.
sure?
I'd love to do it.
Or
Okay,
to
good.
you work
I'd love.
for University of Indonesia?
Um, Andra, you have asked that question before, and I think it is out of topic right now. So
Okay.
let's just keep it in later.
Right. Okay, back to the first question, like you said, before like the website does that, like storing password in the database, and it is not secure, it's not safe because uh people will, when you hack the website itself and the database itself, you have all the password there. But so now it's more sophisticated than that. So now our the website, the server or the database does not contain your password. Is or more like the database contain your not encrypted, like hashing, like something else that could be authenticated when you put the password into the website. It's kind of complicated to say, but the database does not have your password, basically.
Actually, Ran, it isn't in the scope of security. It is like
Yeah,
in the
it's
scope
more
of
like,
cryptography.
yeah, it's more like it's this the sense of, yeah, it most likely in cryptography rather than cybersecurity. But that's actually all of
Also,
my
yeah,
all of my uh
cryptography is actually part of security, right? Or
Crypto, oh
is it
man.
it is
equal
part of security.
part
It
of security?
prevents it prevents hacking and something
Yeah,
like
so
that. But
cryptography works as encryption too. I think
mm,
it's way similar.
but in the terms of like cybersecurity, they are just a small part of it because
Yeah, just
like they are social engineering, they are type of attacks or something like that. Yeah, so there's that.
yeah,
Then this is all that I could tell you right now in this podcast, by the way. Do you have any
yeah.
question or feedback or question?
Well,
Yeah.
actually, Ran, it is quite interesting what you have explained here. there are so many, new knowledge for me. When, you know, when you said about baiting, about making a program, making a,
Mhm.
that's like make us wants to download it. For example, a game that is
Mhm.
been pirated. I I I kind of afraid right now because I was many people download pirates game.
Mm.
Therefore, is every you know source of pirates game is be- is like, do you know
Yeah, I know.
torrent websites?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it,
yeah.
like, what do you think? What is your estimate about how will be bad it is? Is it 80% or 90% of all files in torrent will be bad or not?
It depends on what source do you have.
So it's the
So
sources.
torrent itself is not inherently bad. I mean it is bad because it's pirate. It's a pirate
Most of it are
software.
pirates.
What is
Pirate
torrent, man? I
stuff.
mean, it should be like Bagas 31, right?
Oh,
Oh, more
show
like
him torrents, then.
Well,
uh,
it's like a website that you can download pirate hacked tools or softwares, I think.
It is actually a software to do a
a
method.
software to download actually.
Yeah, to do a method called peer-to-peer download,
Mm,
and it
So
is quite interesting. If we are talking in
you can
distributed
download
system
torrent.
topic.
Like,
yeah, it's a web it's not a client like a program to download like download your a file basically.
Wait, you
Uh,
you haven't tried torrent before, Andre?
I
I'm not familiar about torrent, so I think it's first time I hear about torrent.
Oh
So
my God.
basically, I've
Well,
never downloaded with torrent before yet.
wow, it is like, people who are kind of play a lot with computer, especially downloading files. Actually, it is like people who know pirate file play torrent.
Okay, okay, yeah, maybe I already got it a little bit. It kind of software to download something, right? I mean,
Wait, why
like
Bagas 31, friend?
say it's
yeah,
because Andra said about something about Bugs 31 because
yes.
it's yeah, I mean you need to careful about this thing too, especially if pirated file, I guess, because the look, for example, let's see, when you okay, fuck fuck this, sorry, when you try to download stuff like this, uh you it's kind of hard to find the download button.
Oh, this is
uh
easy actually.
no, hold on. Look, they use
Pop up.
some kind of
Yeah,
some kind
pop-ups.
of pop service like look, okay, so I ask you which
All
one.
right.
Oh, this one is the
Which
hardest
one
part.
is
Yeah,
real?
okay, maybe this one.
Some of them are fake, so
Oh,
we need
no.
to be careful to
Yeah, they
choose
are
the right buttons in order to download it.
the download line is very uh confusing. You need to like redirect so many links before you got it, and that is the part where you should be careful because you don't know if the link is really going to the download file or it is any kind of download software, malicious software basically. So look, like this is need to, yeah, and I cannot click it, so I press this, and this is the part that I scared of because you need to do something right in here, like provide captcha or
Please
something like
check the
that.
captcha box.
It might not
It's
uh
captcha.
yeah, it's captcha. I know captcha is not particularly a sign of malicious software, but when you do something like this, it's kind of like a sense of danger thinking like came around me, like this is not a good idea to continue
Proceed.
basically.
Yeah.
Hmm. So there's
Yeah.
that's why you need to very
Yeah.
careful with
So
it.
Very,
what
very
I want
careful.
to
Yes, of
say
course.
about torrent is that it is a very, dangerous. Not the software isn't dangerous, but the object of the
Mm,
software is dangerous because pirate game are from many of them are from torrents,
mm,
and you should
true.
be aware
Right.
of it, Andra. I I
Right. Yeah, it
recommend
looks
you
so
to.
risky to download it. I mean, I should, keep it far away from my rounds because it's scary.
Mm. I
Yeah,
think, well, torrent could be a good like, I mean, if you have if you make sure that your file that you source is pretty legitimate,
trustworthy.
like in YouTube maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't trust it, but you do you.
Yeah.
Or maybe you could try virtual boxes, virtual. So I mean,
Oh,
it's
that's
kind of,
also good. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard for non computer science people, but we could use any kind of virtual OS to check it if the file is legitimate or not. Like,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
good. That's very good suggestion, Randy.
Mm.
All right, all
But
right.
for like non-technical people, I would say don't do it.
Yeah, don't just
Because
don't let illegal illegal software.
illegal place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's just do not open source one if you have if you have to
mm,
do it, or at least
yeah,
buy from Shopee.
buy from Shopee.
Shopee, is it
I
Shopee safe? Is
I
Shopee
don't
safe?
think Shopee is safe.
You know, like software in Shopee.
I don't like Shopee, by the way. I find it.
Use
Oh, sorry. This is my
Tokopedia.
personal opinion. Yeah, it's kind of weird. To be honest, the pricing in the Shopee is kind of too good to be true, right? It's
Yeah,
make me like
I
it's so suspicious.
I, I often download from them.
Hmm.
Yeah, also
Do you
it is
think?
too good to be true.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that do you use Shopee, Andra, Adil?
Yeah,
Well,
I buy
I
a lot
rarely
of.
use Shopee right now, and I
Oh,
turn Tokopedia then, as it's Indonesian made software, so I need to be proud of.
Well, you see, also it is Indonesian, but it is just in the founding parts. In the
hmm.
in the currently I guess it is owned by many
Share
many
many
people.
shareholder.
Yeah, many
Yes, order, all
shareholders,
right.
and Indonesian might have a little uh share in there, but anyway, it is still good. We have to be proud of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
As
no,
yeah, it goes for Gojek too. I mean, all the
Oh.
Gojek is now way more expensive than Grab, but I don't know, just
Hmm.
being comfortable with Gojek to use.
Yeah, that's
But yeah,
true.
it's up by
It
you.
is from our Jack, or Jack.
Gojek, yes, of course.
Conventional.
Actually, Andra, I think it is already Asha right now, so I hope
Yeah.
we can.
All right, yeah.
Conclude
We
this.
we
Let's
can
conclude this, Andra.
we can edit. All right. Okay, thank you for our today's podcast. I think the conclusion of our podcast is that we all should be aware of suspicious messages, as we don't know that whether we can get caught by the hacking attacker or not. So I think based on the Randy's explanations, we should uh, find the signs of warning before, if there are signs of warning. So yeah, we should keep it away of our head, and yeah, just be careful all of your times. And then yeah, I mean, as I know, you should make sure to the Google as double check activity is really important for you before you wanna click
Proceed.
the yes, like novel softwares or files on your message or etc. Okay, thank you for your attention, guys. So yeah, we need